who's the funny man on the bus? Yes, it's me, Alexander Rennie, come to bother the man and woman on the Newtownbreda omnibus with his ostentatious voiceover for the latest episode of Forgotten Towns.
Newtownbreda, County Down, population 15,005, rank number 678.
With Patricia distracted by tonight's whist drive and Kaylee at the Gumber Orange Lodge, it's many thanks to regular listener Joseph there, ably abetted by his sister Florence, who is an absolute stickler for exactitude in matters of local government. She noted that, due to being fed misinformation about county boundaries, we were about to make a grave error, misallocating Newtownbreda to County Antrim, and bravely dived in to correct us. If you've seen In the Line of Fire, think of us as the president, the geographist website as John Malkovich, and her as Clint Eastwood, but perhaps with slightly less international fallout at stake. Although, having said that, attempts to redraw Irish county boundaries have led to major political ructions in the not-too-distant past, but maybe I'll save that for another episode. So, as the Metrobus 6A weaves its Friday afternoon way through the suburban roadscape of Outer Belfast, we've time to check the show's email, where we find a missive imploring us to get a move on. By the calculations of Mr. Quinn, who is apparently the local councillor with specific responsibility for tourism, we are already a third of the way through the episode and have not yet reached his jurisdiction. Well, of course you're right, councillor, but do please be careful what you wish for. As for the rest of you, a quick fact check before the bus finally deposits us at our destination. Newtownbreda is, as we've heard, in County Down, albeit on the Antrim border, and was originally a small village. All research suggests, however, that the area it now covers consists predominantly of modern housing estates, and whilst the constituent parish of Newtownbreda does contain an 18th century church, neither this nor other local highlight, Tesco's Superstore, will be visited by me today. Instead, my local temperature check will take place almost entirely at the Forestside Shopping Centre. Something I love and regret in equal measure about Northern Ireland is that for everything that happens, a quarter of the population needs to do or outdo everything that happens on the mainland, whilst the opposite quarter need to do or outdo everything that happens in the south, and the rest just want to do or not do what does or doesn't need to be done. And whilst I wish that maybe that weren't the case, it makes even the blandest functional outings seem slightly more amusing. If you grew up as I did visiting well-meaning yet decaying shopping centres such as the Kingfisher in Redditch or the Wellgate in Dundee, then forget them. Forestside is clearly where the great and the good of South Belfast come to browse done stores, M&S, and coffee shops. There's not a single vacant unit, and the sound of well-heeled local feet resonates on the quartz epoxy porcelain tiling as the battle rages. At Waterstones over whether Boris's autobiography will outsell a rather unnecessary title detailing exactly why he was a tousle-haired buffoon. If cash registers were still a thing, then this place would echo to their music. As it is, we've got a piped soundtrack from Friendly Fires circa 2008. And so, with apologies to Councillor Quinn for the brevity of my sojourn, Newtownbreda can comfort itself with membership of the Club of Towns who have been underrepresented in the podcast, but over-provisioned by the good things of life. Maybe you can twin yourselves with Alloa, see episode 923. For the rest of you, I'm heading back up to Grand Central Station on the 7B en route to Lisburn.
Newtownbreda.